Before we get into the questions and answers, this is from Ashina MSM. Hi, bro. BA or physical damage, which jewel does better in your opinion for bossing? And, you know, I get this for boss attack, for PD jewels, magic damage jewels, EXP jewels, right? And the answer is usually pretty consistent, but it always comes back to me asking the question, what is your build like, right? And what I mean by that is, what are your flames scaled to? What is a lot of your gears scaled to, right? Whether it's physical magic attack to EXP to boss attack, which one gives you the best bang for your buck? It's pretty simple, right? Like if you have more flames that are tailored toward EXP, EXP build. If you have more flames tailored toward boss attack, boss attack. And if it's HP MP, then physical damage jewels are usually the best, because overall, straight just looking at jewels, the physical damage, magic damage jewels are the best. The only way boss attack becomes better is, of course, if your flames scale to boss attack. Only way EXP jewels scale better are if you have EXP jewels, if you have EXP souls, if you have EXP accessories, things like that. And so it really depends on your build and sort of your funding range, right? Boss attack has higher potential, the highest potential, because of the mythic flames when it's scaled to boss attack. Crit damage, physical, magic damage, physical attack, magic attack is just exponentially greater. And it feels like that is what you would imagine the best in slot bossing set would be, right? Boss attack makes sense. It doesn't make sense for the best training gear, the best bossing gear to be EXP build, and it doesn't even really make that much sense for HP MP to be the best bossing build, right? Boss attack should be the best bossing end game, but it's hard for me to say that's just the best answer because everyone's funding range is different, and boss attack doesn't necessarily always scale very well for middle tier or even kind of upper tier, lower tier players, because they don't have enough gear that scales boss attack. For example, Absolab 4 set gives 20% boss attack. Three set of M labels, the 3/3 M labels, if you've ever heard of it, gives an extra 10% boss attack. Right? And then people start re-rolling potentials to boss attack. And then the jewels obviously are better. And then the souls, boss attack souls are better. So those you can see kind of builds off of each other. It has nothing to do with emblems. It has nothing to do with if your armors, Absolab outfit armor gives boss attack. All of those things scale to boss attack. So that is why the accumulation helps scale boss attack better, while as, HPMP is, you need level 50 Absolab, level 50 Necro, level 60 Absolab. You need the outfit over the top and bottom in order to get the maximum scaling. And obviously, to maximize that as well, you need final damage souls to get the peak, right? So there are levels to it. I think the simplest answer, kind of thinking about what fits you best, is think about what your gear, your flames are scaled to, and just stick to that. I tell people not to look too far ahead, because whenever they try to look too far ahead, like thinking, at the end game, this is gonna be my build, the meta changes all the time, right? So you can't, you're gonna end up costing yourself who knows how much trying to re-roll and trying to predict what the meta is gonna be like, 6 months, a year down the road. I would say just kind of focus on what you have currently and start just building off of that, and not trying to re-roll perfect flames, not trying to re-roll potentials and souls all the time to match someone else's gear that you've seen that is doing a ton of damage. You got to do it case by case, and it's a very, it's not cut and dry, it's not black and white. It really is more complicated than that. But I would like to tell you guys that I know some of the best endgame top DPSs in the server, in the world, there's some in EXP. There's some that are boss attack. There's some that are physical damage, or physical damage, magic damage with the final damage souls, right? So you can excel in all three with all three builds. It really, again, just depends on which route. Just be consistent across the board with your build and go from there. But that's a great question. It's tough to answer. I don't want to lead you guys astray or anything, but thank you for that question.